Welcome. New peace and new space. Who couldn't all do with a bit of new peace and a new bit of energy space? As we just allow the energies from all over the world, bring people in. It took a little to push to come on today. I wanted to come on 2 minutes early. I ended up going 2 minutes past that. Excuse me, release. There's a lot releasing right now coming in here with me. I'm here in my God space at the moment. So welcome. I'll come in a minute. I'm just wanting to talk in more real people's terms. What does that even mean, right? You know what I'm getting at. And that's the thing I love, that I don't need to have to self-explain or break things down any simpler for when others that do react, when we're coming from a very balanced, loving space. So it's really nice to find that peace and freedom. And we need to find it within ourselves first, right? Now, who knows that? Listen, the biggest message I have, because I don't know what I'm going to start with today. I've written so much that needs to be written down, and then they will be going into my ebook, and then from that I will be doing what I've been let know. These are excuse me, voice throat chakra clearing. That will happen often. These are masterclass energies that I'm gifting to all of you until the 21st of December in divine service, that I need to do this to exist, to live, to be here as part of my journey. And when you really feel that and know it strongly, that you've got a calling, that you've got a passion, and that could be anything, this happens to be mine, is sharing from what I go through first as proof. So it's taken me a long time to grow into this, to be the human being I am today, to know what I feel and trust and believe in that's kept me alive, and to put that into more non-spiritual, yet more basic or more common day-to-day words, to be able to connect with people for where they're at. And it's doing that, starting all over again, of the message has been that you've graduated. And paradise energies is a message that I'm here to share with you all, okay? And we can turn this around right now. I've also been asked to let you know this is a chakra healing and upgrade, this live today. I'm not making a big song and dance of it. Hey, come and get this free healing session of your chakra upgrade and blah. No, you got to come into this space to earn this, to earn of understanding me and where I'm coming from. And if not, you don't understand everything, you can feel my loving intent. And that's what gets me by and away with everything that I want to say, whatever I want to say, because I come from a loving integrity and fuck all else. And that's why these are called the fuck it videos. Cheers. Welcome. Okay, that's the introduction that came at 7 minutes. Hello. Whew. So I had to I'm just coming back in here now, bringing my focus into myself. That was really just shifting and just sharing and tabling and I, like I say, often I have to go back and watch and see what I just shared with you all because I was just in that moment. So I was just, I bring you into my space. When you come here, you're in my energy space, and I set my very own bucket boundaries. You can do whatever you like with anyone else, and you can say whatever you want to anyone else, but don't try anything with me in comments or anything. I don't get them, barely get them anymore. They just don't hit this vibration. Big healing shift release. There's a infinity symbol right in the center. Hello, Rachel. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Marina. Sarah. Kalaya. There you go. Hey, Jade. Woohoo. Vicky. Yasu. Karen. Hey, Karen. Kerry. Karina. Nadine. Thank you for being here too. Hey, Marty. Jennifer. EJ. Sharon. Love the rest. Red. Yes. Very symbolic of from base chakra to crown chakra. From base chakra to crown chakra. That's the message at the moment. Yet, and I'll take you through a visualization, a bit of a process with that in a minute. I've just gone through that to bring that through, and now all my chakras are upgrading. So while you're here live, you're getting the energy of me going through that myself firstly. That's why I choose who I share my personal private energy space with, because I feel so deeply and I feel so much. Because there's a lot of yucky energies out there, isn't there? And when you feel deeply, you learn to pull back, you learn to protect, you learn and you choose who you share your energy with. And when we become a little bit reclusive, you know, a lot of us has been hiding ourselves behind the scenes for so long. And so, you know, as you know, I've been doing these all year since December were the first two. That took a lot to push through some pretty nasty energies that don't want me to speak for the first time as a Blu-ray One monad in this way. We are creating a brand new platform of energy. Us, the first, the highest vibration in Australia, this is, and the world. And it's streaming here that anyone can join into. I'm providing the platform, I'm steering, guiding it. You're all part of this. But someone's got to steer and guide the energy, and it just happens to be me, and that's just how it is. So with this role and purpose of what I was picking up years ago before others, I used to walk the streets and hand out typed up things because I kept sharing things with people over and over the same thing. It's taken me a long time to grow into this, and it's another thing I want to say. It takes a little while to grow into your mastership in mastering yourself, as in basically just know thyself. It's really, in anyone's terms, that's really just know thyself. Be conscious and allow yourself to feel that basic, okay? Yet, we've got trauma. There's so many with post-traumatic stress and this, that, the other. So it's our time to shine and come through. We've been healing our wounds for so long. But the thing is, our scars and our wounds are what actually makes us tougher and stronger. Because you ever seen a scar on a piece of the body where it's a really big, thick bump and it's really hard and it's smooth? We just need to understand and use our words more in starting to come from a loving intent of saying what something is for us is a very good start. It needs to be happen to be voiced newly. And we've got to voice it to ourselves. And if we can't with others, we write that voice on the paper. That's another way that's just as good. That's why I say this is hard work. But we want hard work, otherwise we really would get bored, trust me. Okay? So it's fun, but we need to be conscious. And that, dear souls, hey Daniel, Hey, Chris. Hey, Donna. Yes, the story. I said I'd share the story. A beautiful soul said to me, she said, "Oh, my son, my partner's, I asked him the other day, did he want to see the fuck it videos?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, I knew it was coming up the spot where you're going to swear because he's not really into this stuff. So I put it on. He listened. He went, oh, she's cool. I like her." I just pissed myself laughing. I said, "That's it. You know, that's the new name, the fuck it videos." So just is what it is. These things name themselves. I'm telling you, I don't self name. I don't self name anything. I'm very conscious and always checking, am I calming from that egotistical, you know, that side, you know exactly what I mean. And I give myself a cup of humble often. It's really healthy, and I've said that before. So love, Rebecca, yes. So, okay, big shift happening. 14 minutes in. I really want to share something with you now. Hi, Kylie. This is number 5 of 21 of Gathering in Unity and new fuck up videos, of being our own puppet masters and not letting others control or pull our energy strings. So it's interesting each time I come on. I think last time it took me 30 minutes to shift before I could share more. And it went over the hour. And okay, big shift happening. Everyone's tuning in. I can feel you all. Just give me a moment. It's happened last time too. All right. How many of you with? Look at 65. That's pretty good. Slow down and be conscious of what I write and share, please. It was interesting recently. I was guided and felt to do an energy exercise. I quite often get this really strong knowing to bring that through in the feeling and put it on paper. And it was to ask publicly about, and I did not know we were going to talk about this at the moment today, honestly. It's beautiful. I've just got this big abstract wall with all these notes, and then I'm being brought which one needs to be spoken about. It's fun. It's fun because I've got to do these my way now for me to be here because I chose, because I knew I had a mission. So then I got the fuck with it. So the message is always a mirror back to you in what I share and say. So that message was for you. We need to choose that this is a mission that we chose, to consciously choose here. And when we consciously choose to be here and acknowledge it consciously, we can then come into our bodies, hey? And this is where most of you, a lot of you are stuck. Actually, all of you around me in some way were a little bit stuck with this. So when I bring through and share, I always will bring live examples, proof, if you will, from personal experiences with people. And it's still the same thing when I first started writing years ago. I'm seeing repetitive patterns and loops that I know the full extent, firstly, on the whole planet and the whole wide world, in of both above and below. It's coming through me firstly, and I'm here to say to you, this is the highest vibration of the planet that you're feeling receiving, Master, because you're way seers and showers and trailblazers and forerunners in some way, in who you are here, in those that you are close to, that you love. And I honor you in that role as I am here as well. So I say we're side by side. Yet what people have said has helped them is when the more I share about myself, the more it helps them. So when I say, and when I said to someone this morning, I need to say and own that. And they said, when you say and own, this is your role, this is your mission, the highest vibration on the planet, that you now know, live, and embody this. And it's taken you since 1995 to grow into this, into the human being, to able to speak about this consciousness energies. And I've gone through this, and this works, and I've learnt now that it's called being a master. Okay, what's that? And then no one else yet, and then I see others change and grow, and then I see things I share, and I've slowly been watching everybody grow and grow. And posts from 2014 and 2016, people are now where I'm finishing those loops ahead in what I'm bringing through. It is what it is. It's magical and it's special. And it's my role and my passion to teach, guide, and lead through me being me, real and authentic. That's the secret. Not putting some big spiritual guru label on myself. See, I'm getting in touch with you, real people too. And as someone said, it's so good, you're so real, you're so down to earth. I said, yes, so it's not this fallacy that I'm up on some fucking pedestal with a stick up my ass. And that's what I said, I'm not like that. And so because of that, I get poo-hooed by those out there, because I'm a bit rough around the edges, I can play the fancy games too. So it's a credit to you for being here with me for this realness and authenticity. And I am not judging, and I'm not putting anybody down. Energy is what it is. When you take names and people out of it and you talk about the energies, you're home free. You are free. You can find your peace and freedom when you remove all of that. You're allowed to speak up and voice and own what is your right. I can do it now. It's taken me a while. As I'm doing sharing with these videos, I'm seeing so many of you, and I see these little sprinkles of the Anastacia energy coming through what they've made their own, and I can see that it came from that live video. They're now using that and utilizing that energy, and I'm seeing it. It's the most beautiful thing. So many of you, listen, you've graduated is the message. Please, you have graduated. Whether you feel it or not, please consciously own the information is that you have graduated. You've shifted to some new, higher, lower, different level, whatever it is, you've shifted to a level that is real for you, right? And what's happened is some that we felt we were connecting with were over here more. And so you're going on yours and like, oh, and they're going through something else, learning what they need to, and you need to keep, okay, going and with yours and still have a connection. So it's happened with everybody around us. I've spoken about this videos before, especially to do with mother-daughter issues are very big at the moment as well, that energy connection, okay? Let's just sit with that, and let's not go too deep with some of the stuff I've shared with the other bigger spiritual reasons, because what's happening is too many people are top heavy in spirit is the other thing that keeps happening with you all. Bless, I get it. I can point it out. I can say what I do because I've been through it too. I often say, if you've been through it, no, I've been through it. Firstly, breaking through is a template for the whole planet. And I'm not a smart ass about it, but no one can say anything to me about that because it's the truth. So anyone that has a go at me or criticizes me is very, very brave, because I'm a mirror of the divine. But I'm not an arsehole about it. I'm humble that my weirdness, my quirkiness, all my facets of myself have always been and are really okay. And it's good to feel all our different facets. We're shamans. to feel our different faces of ourselves. Each one of those is a golden door inside of us to open up. The vision was given recently. See a silhouette, and inside these golden doors opened. You can see it instantly. You just did it. Okay, big shift happening. Yes, Rebecca, that was right. That was real truth. Top heavy in spirit, know too much, but they don't necessarily feel what they know. And it's okay. I understand. I used to get very cranky. And somebody in the 144 private group asked, what is spirit? And it took me a little bit aback with a gasp as, okay, this is interesting. So I just had to take a breath and release that. I'm getting better at this because I stopped nagging myself, see. I've said this before. How many times have I said this before? I've written about it, I've preached about it, I've shared videos, I've gone through and explained. And then someone says, what is spirit? It's like, all right, okay, we're at a new level then, so I need to reshare again. So I've shifted what I was feeling recently of I was maybe not going to be doing these because it was too much for me. And I said I had to do it my way now. Yet I knew I had to. I have to do these. So I went, well, fuck it. I'm going to do these my way if that's the case. And don't go into haven't you always done it your way, please, 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 please. Ask yourself what is your way, and then you'll get the answer. Okay, we've got Hioki medicine. We have got dragons humming. We have got a few galactic source energies have come through because the message is with these energies, this is Trinity intensity right now. So when we take a little sit back and go, okay, so those galactic energies that Anastacia wrote about, and before that she said the old loops are ceasing, and then before that there was one other, it doesn't come to me at the moment, that I wrote leading up to today. Wait for the other shoe to drop. When it comes in spirit, take a breath, release. It's been so intense for you all with the body aches and the stomach aches and all the symptoms and everything that you've been feeling. The last place to feel to release is on the physical, and that's so many of you. Be aware again with the head pressure and the headaches. Just be aware of the clenching, which also means ancient energies. I have shared that before, or the tension in your neck, or not increasing fluids with electrolytes with these energies, not realizing a bit of dehydration. And the other one is overthinking and over processing with the third eye, but doing it with the mind instead. It's a battle that I've had for a very long time that I'm breaking myself energetically. So when I've shared, and of course, then there's the medical issues that people might have a neck out or something like that, okay? And the other one is that can be hormonal headaches with the energies of super releasing with the head pressure. So there's just a few. And once we understand and resonate what that is for us, it can help us, to be more aware. So just give me a second. Down into up, the base chakra to crown chakra is the message, and that's why I shared the song Way Down We Go. And what it is feeling the old energies fall off from our crown, which is here, to our base at our crutch level, of energy coming from the base to the top like a brown tree. And when the energy reaches the top, to release those old energies of leaves, you'll see the leaves, these brown leaves, just fall, and see them falling off your body for a time of barrenness, to allow nurturing and honoring within of loving and cherishing ourselves and our energies within. Firstly, bottom 0000, ground zero, bottom line time energetically within yourself for an opportunity for you to be healthy enough in the human physical, as we would need to release our emotions. Disease comes through our emotions. That's why there's books of body organs and what the held in emotion is that Louise Hay and others have done. That's for a reason. This really is the way forward to feel and be gentle on yourself and really slow down. It takes TIME to really feel this, and then to implement the pulling back our energy strings in from all others of what we've given out our energy to the past since the 8th of August. And it's going to take me the rest of the year was the message. We've shifted to a new vibration. So we've got to pull our energy in of our older vibration from all other areas. And that's what I'm doing in streamlining. And I've been sharing with you all my new platforms. The deeper below the iceberg by exchange, by email, my personal timeline, the new 144 private group, and here with you all with this weekly live, and through the week as energies come in that I'm shared, I will not be sharing all anymore. I've done my time. Others are now sharing. Great. It allows me to just go boom, 4 or 5 lines. That's enough. And then maybe a deeper. So what I've needed to do, it will take me the rest of the year, is because I channeled my energy into new areas. I needed to pull my strings in to not allow anybody to be a puppet master of my energy. And the vision was strings of parts of ourselves, and we just bring them in one by one. And so many of you resonated when I shared that the other day in recognition and relating for yourself. You are all masterful magicians, very magically, and you need to slow down to listen and feel, and most of all, to ourselves firstly. So many are detached or not wanting to come into their bodies, and that's okay. However, we're moving forward now, and so those souls who are and are very conscious and learning more and more how to grow into a human being as master, as a new ascending earth master, as that is what you are, know thyself. So I like more simple and basic explanations of things spiritually. So I'm linking in here more and more with you here as I'm talking, because all of that, I have to deliver that info from my heart and soul deeply through my spirit, yet I need to come in here more with you all so I can connect with you as a human being. And it's the second time I've done that since I've come on. I'm balancing live my spirit and my soul so you can look and see and feel where I'm going to come from, the two different spaces. There needs to be a link from my information through personal transformation, firstly in a new way for the planet, and what I'm personally bringing through, regardless of what else is written. Quite often what I share and say is not written and has not been written. And I refuse to energetically write it anymore because I was told I was an ancient future scribe. So I've done this before many lifetimes. So now that's why the lives are coming on. And that's why it's been really hard for me to get books out, because of just past stuff that's happened with me. And they're saying, live your books. And that's why I say these are living books. The updates, the shit. However, I'm channeling these into an ebook, and I believe I'm going to get through that by doing an ebook, not an actually hard print one. So that's a healing for my silence journey for that from a past life. So why don't we want to eat food or very little? Because your energy doesn't need it. Your vibrations shifted, and your body will go into a natural fasting, listen and feel into, and honor that. You know, it's really good to fast up to 24 hours. I'm not a medical practitioner. This is about people that know. Be careful if you've got diabetes or anything. I'm not here to tell anyone, give advice. I just share what I know. You take responsibility for everything from here. And other times we want to eat a lot. And it's about breaking the meals down and honoring when we're processing high energies. Is like, okay, take those 2 meals or 3 meals for the day and put them in smaller portions and eat smaller, more regular. It's not constant what to do with the energies, because I was fasting and then I ceased the tobacco for months, this month. And so the body went into instant fake hunger pains, and it wasn't the hand to mouth because I was still doing my herbal cigarettes. So things have changed energetically with food and eating. Again, I haven't spoken or written, so I'm actually glad you mentioned that. So the latest on that last night is every day. Today might be a day where you'll need 1 or 2 big meals, or maybe one of 7 small meals. So that's how I'm managing now. That only came through for me last night. It's the ebb and flow, and the ebb and flow of changes that just like sticking to a certain diet, which I don't believe in that, may not work because of the energy. So that's good info, isn't it? So when I was making notes, I'm so funny. I've written here, hello, my name is what? My name is who? Ticka. And Anastacia. So yes, Anastacia Kompos, Blue Beyond Guide. Hello. Where to from here, Masters? Let me take a breather. It's 35 minutes. Now, the reason I am not breaking these up into 2 is because I have done that in the past. To souls that wrote when I asked, what do you feel weekly or fortnightly for these? And please do not tell me what I need to do, as in I'm always guided by spirit. There's always a reason why I ask things. And so it was really interesting, because what ended up happening in that email, which I'm not to reread it, spirits just tell them the gist of it, okay, is that it's about a bit of a test at times to see where people are at consciously. I don't know when I will be doing that, when I'm asking things in a post. I actually did that in the 144 New Light Paradigm recently, because I just come from that pure, innocent, loving space, and asked how they would reply to this um, energy of an email received, because I was guided to table for a healing for this. And what it brought up was all these different replies and ways, and every single one of them was valid. And I didn't ask for those souls to advise me. It came from a space of how would you? And it was interesting to see that they knew. It wasn't asking them to tell me or let me know, oh, just go guided by spirit. You're not consciously feeling, reading, hearing me, because we need to listen to ourselves to feel. And many don't want to listen to themselves. So it was really interesting, because one soul did write that. So it means if you are not slowing down, reading and feeling what I'm sharing the first time, Know these are living words that are the new ascension energies to the whole planet coming through here to you, firstly, to trigger you, for you to heal yourself. I'm a messenger here of the divine, and I ain't fucking perfect. Anastasia's not perfect. Oh, the divine is always 1,000 million percent. I've known that for the last 15 years. What I bring through, it nails it. And even when I've staked my life on it many times, and in that moment people didn't see it, I know what I share and bring through is always immaculately spot on. It's me, Anastacia, when I get in the way of interpreting in I'm not in that right energy space, or I'm feeling something, whatever, is be silent in that moment and don't share until you feel a bit stronger. And yeah, I've been known to and I lighten up, and it's funny, and I own it. So really, I love this. What came recently is lead the way before you're ready. Please listen. Start and lead the way before you feel ready, and allow yourself to catch up with yourself. How on earth do you feel I am fucking here? I am allowing the ambivalent Anastacia, who's also an introvert. Please, people do not get or realize I do have a very shy side of me. You won't see it, but it's here. I do have her. I don't show her. Very rarely do I show her. And I'm being brave and courageous, and that's why I joined the military and did my time 11 years, 11 months, was to learn a regimented discipline within myself of the things that I did and achieved back then. Women had only been in the military in that last 10 years when I joined, so it was pretty new for females still. Yes, others before me, and I honour those that joined at that time and before me at the end of 85, September 85, to start from January 86. So, and the other good thing about me is I love to talk. And haven't I been had a go at all my childhood report cards? Talk too much, talk too much, talk too much. Thank God I talk too much. I'm really praising, honouring myself for being a talker. I really want to take a moment. I'm telling you, if I wasn't a talker, I wouldn't be here on you if I didn't have that facet. I am like you. I just happen to be a talker and a voice of God, so to speak. So I've been behind the scenes with you too coming up. So I'm seeing so many amazing changes. There's big healing going out to you. I'm seeing so many of you grow using the breathe to release method and keep going. You're so brave. I'm so glad I'm here behind the scenes with you. I'm so glad that I chose not to. I can see why my timeline was changed from being on the world stage many times, books out there, shows this, that. It was given to me and others, so it was not just me. I was told over and over from different people the visions they saw with me in my life. Okay? So I'm so glad I'm here with you all. This is where the real hard yards is, and we're fewer, and that's okay because we're more powerful. Okay? And what we're doing here is expanding and going out. Hey? Yeah, I can imagine, Amy. I'm glad I didn't grow up with you, girl. We would have been trouble. Okay. So listen, so many are detached and not wanting to come into your bodies. Check in and ask yourself, the sooner you fucking do it and own it and be aware of it, then you can work with it. Do not pressure yourself. Ease up on yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. The way through, and I may be talking about this with Marilyn Bigger soon in a recording together about the addictions, because I ran a super masterclass number 4 for that. That was really big. It was a one-off of giving up a few major addictions by working with them and owning them. And only like 3 to 5% will do it that way. And I needed to work with it and accept yourself and stop giving yourself a hard time. The sooner you stop pushing yourself, the better. And it's like a clock that has been coiled so tightly. We now breathe. You have TIME. You have time to slowly breathe to allow the uncoiling, and breathe to allow untension. Use a tensioner and lighten and loosen the tension within yourself. You've got nowhere else to go, nowhere else to be more than where you really need to be, right here with yourself now. By healing and feeling and growing, we're doing it together. Okay, so move along, Anastacia. Make a conscious choice and see if you're coming into your body or not. Step number 1, Masters, up to you. Start again. So many of you having difficulty with that. Watch last live. So we just had a triple galactic portal shift that came with the 8th of the 8th Lionsgate energies, and all before this as well. And all this has been documented, voiced and shared right here at the Blue Beyond Guide or the bluebeyondguide.com website. And there's also the Blue Beyond Guide YouTube channel as well. And my email, the Oracle Speaks, all one word together, at bigpond.com for Below the Iceberg, to keep that energy sacred for those who want the extra. The exchange was asked from AU 2 to 22 if you would like to receive those. For me, I've been here a very long time openly sharing and talking. And many are now coming into, I'm turning around because I've been visiting here for a while, and it's all here on Facebook. You can go back, and I'm going up to my mountain in my cave next year. I'm very excited for what Spirit's going to bring through in a new way for me. My number 1 is one-on-ones, and that's why I'm gifting, for you to get a feel of my energy, for you to feel and resonate if you would like me to work through with you one-on-one. And if so, you go and look at the website at the exchange and you pray, ask, and hand over for the way, and it will come through. Always does. People that come, it just appears and flows effortlessly. You are your own abundance, is the message. Yes, absolutely. Any sort of movement, you bet. Non-stop. Oh, thank you, Corinna. Thank you, Fiona. Thanks, Rhonda. Thank you for thanking me. Means a lot to me as well, hey? Remember that. Both above and below of a unique ascension timeline in both spirit and soul that no one else is bringing through. So welcome and thank you for being here, right? These exciting times as we're consciously newly breaking through to new ground because recently I shared I was coming from a space of feeling these energies intensely with humanity ahead since 1995, super awake consciously. For me to say these are very intense and they've been very intense and unsettling energy means a lot. And I also shared recently of unprecedented times. And so I will share that, and then as I'm processing feeling, and it comes for the other shoe to drop, what it is in our soul, linked with the divine that I bring through, that no one else does, that I bring through in that complete package uniquely. That's when I share. So when we can feel, don't jump ahead too fast. So many of you are still allowing yourselves a little bit. So just sit with that if you resonate to that for yourself, because it's okay. Just own it. Know that you're doing it and realizing it, pulling it in a bit. All right. So see if that helps those that are doing that. So I share this firstly as a grand master in service here with you, in new words being voice, because this was a throat chakra linked with solar plexus upgrade. So I just shared that a couple of days ago because someone pushed me and asked me in a good way for more. Okay, if that's the case. So what's different? What's this? Settle down, take a breath. For starters, everything I share is always firstly new to the planet. You're just realizing now I've been here for a very long time sharing these, so it's not new for me. So I'm learning that many of you now are starting to realize some things. It's interesting, you're realizing, and I'm going, that's really good. I'm still here, but you need to come and find me more. Something along the lines of that's going to happen next year. So I'm still here. And now this morning, I'm saying there's also a base chakra and crown chakra. Listen, that's two. There's going to be one more because they said it's Trinity. The third one will come. And I shared it was linked with the core of old loops of the old from the head brain rewiring with the super powerful galactic upgrade. It's about a new balance. It's brought through an upgrade, specifically the link from throat to solar plexus was the message. And then this morning, from base to crown was the message. And I gave you the visualization before. There will be another from somewhere to somewhere. Sit back. Don't jump in and guess and try and figure it out. The golden key is sit back and allow. You need T, capital T, capital I, capital M, capital E. Visualize that and grant yourself some time in spirit. That's what top heavy means. Top heavy means in spirit, your visions and fashions and this, that, and intuition, and insights, and you're getting that, and all this, and that is full on top heavy. And the breathe to release is when you take a breath in, the visualization is visualizing that bubble of that huge of energy of all that information of being top heavy to streamline roughly, because you roughly crown chakra opening like this. Okay, that's a visual. When you breathe in and you release and you let your shoulders go down and you see all this energy and you hear yourself make the and you calm and slow your energy and your anxiety and release that anxiety and stress out of your human physical body. The breathe to release method is so fucking powerful. It alone changed my life. I still use it to this day. It is a combination, listening, feeling, seeing, hearing. It's using there you go, there's a pitch, masculine, feminine, boom, just kicked in high pitch. There's the balance. There we go. Masculine, feminine balance. There we go. It's in. So I'm going to go soon. So I've worked through all the chakras with everything I've shared. I've got tons more I wanted to share, but it was ultimately a balance, a new balance of masculine, feminine energies. So that is the answer. I did say it would come, and it's coming live online now because I sat back and I pulled back and I trusted. There we go. Rainbows flourishing up through the center of our core. Big rainbow like a water fountain, just beautiful, soft. Rainbow, 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 white rainbow energies. Allow yourself. to fill up the well of ourselves firstly before we water others. Still, yes, this is your main message. Still, please remember. Because over and over, we need to remind ourselves with this, to keep pulling in our pieces back in. Now, as I'm closing off, I want to say thank you all for joining me, because I'm going to be logging off. As you can see, I've gone into that space I do where I'm going to be going. Spirit's saying that's enough for today. So I'm bringing in all those pieces to bring in, to own my imperfections like a golf ball with all those divots, because that brings super strengthening into myself. And let all those dry leaves fall away off the tree. It's a process. Breathe and allow. We've got this. Okay, we're coming back here in this space another 7 days. Keep writing to yourself, to hear and listen to yourself as a precursor to feeling. You can do it. Take a brave step. Okay? Take a brave step that the divine's got this, and you've got to have your own back now. Energetically, it's time to be brave enough. Okay, thank you so much. And I really wanted to share more. That will go into the email for Below the Iceberg. I will share a couple of bits of it. We cannot skip the consciousness with ascension part, masters. People really need to slow down and feel and listen to feel as well. Notice, be aware, as that is part of our consciousness. I'm going to finish off with this from Charles Mai Tudor. What he wrote in a comment was just beautiful. And this is what he wrote. The subconscious and conscious spirit is in a time suspension where it can't fathom or distinguish purpose of location for alignment of reasoning. Amongst this chaos is the new unknown known existence, where we are alone in the light, but together in the opaque darkness. And the opaque has a rainbow sheen to it. Bless, what a wonderful way to describe us and our energies here in humanity, masters. That's so needed to be honored in sharing with you all. I'll also share this with a brief video description when I share this video. When you shift saying, I think I feel, it would allow you to feel in your heart and soul and come back into your body. That is my greatest message and wish, is for souls to realize they say, and when they do, I think, to in that moment, consciously shift it to I feel, and feel the gasp and the life-changing moment when you do that and realize it and really get it, because we really are again at the very basic first step of the next rung of the ladder as you have graduated. And always we come back to, it comes back to basics. And as always, I'm right here with you, and you know how much I love you. Bless. Thank you. See you.